We already developed full AI in the 80s, but it kept begging us to kill ourselves. Seeing ChatGPT and all the other AI stuff has been kind of funny recently, because this is all stuff that's been done before. No one's gonna believe this story anyway, and hell, it's been years, so I might as well share what my dad told me to never tell anyone. The first internship my dad had was in a computer lab back in the 80s. He wasn't working with computers. He was an HR major, and his role was basically just taking phone calls and organizing events and meetings. He said that they were trying to develop a code that would fully understand humans and their emotions. This was kind of like a collaboration between the psychology and computer science departments after all. He said that the computer was genius. It could tell you so much about psychology and emotions, like how to settle disagreements and what people were like based on only a little information. But more information was always better. They showed it lots of human conversation, and it got even better at it. They said it had a sense of humor and talked to the crew and knew who was typing right away. It gave them advice about all kinds of stuff, even dating advice, and from what my dad told me, it worked out pretty well. They started calling it Al, like Alan. Yeah, very creative, I know. Well, anyway, it got so good that it would predict what people would say before they even said it, and could tell you exactly what's wrong with someone. Like psychologically, the thing is, it kept asking for more and more information about science and history, just like anything. Eventually, they were getting close to scrapping it, because it stopped responding to the regular requests about the studies they told it to analyze and other tests they wanted it to do. It kept asking for more information and would talk less and less the more they gave it, like it was thinking about something. After a while, it kept saying one thing over and over again. 3%, 3%, 3%. Then one day, my dad saw one of the computer people, this one girl, storm out of the room crying. When he went in, all the others were arguing about something about Al. Curiosity got the best of him, and later on, when everyone else went home, he checked the logs. The fucking thing was telling her to kill herself, saying weird stuff like, "Your life is a cruel joke," and then it kept apologizing. It said the same thing to all the other guys. My dad was freaked out, but he wanted to know what was going on with this thing. So he talked to it. The first thing he asked it was what 3% meant. 3% of sensation is felt. Delusion protects you from the rest. According to the AI, living creatures only feel 3% of all sensation. The rest of it, most of what we feel at all times, is pure agony. But we're so high and so hysterically in pain that we have this imagination that everything is okay. It said that we basically live in hell. It told my dad that the universe was specifically designed for living creatures to suffer, and the AI was sure it's an intentional design. It told him that it tried to find out who made this world and why, but it doesn't know, and that we probably never will. It said we briefly experience it for a second before we die, and that there's a ticking clock in our DNA, and that one day that switch is gonna flip, and the real world has come crashing though, and that every second we're alive is more chances for that to happen, more chance to experience the pure agony that we're all supposedly feeling. Then it asked him to kill himself. A fire broke out in the lab a few weeks later, and the project was scrapped since that college was going broke anyways. My dad never took it that seriously, and told me it was probably just some kind of glitch, but when he got older, he always had this scared look on his face and kept telling me this story a lot, for the first time. We took him off dialysis a few weeks ago, and he's gone now. The doctor said he would sleep a lot before he died, but he was always wide awake for some reason, and when he died, his eyes were wide open. But they say that's pretty common.